And now we got Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Week 3. I'm going to be brief about this because it's like, I know we've been talking about this big time, and, there's still people that are on this side or that side, and, I try not to take sides. Obviously, when it comes to all this, it's very much looking like Johnny Depp is looking like the better person. It does. And, we talked about it last night on the Patreon stream, too. But, it's Hollywood, man. It's fucking Hollywood. But, there's some interesting things that have happened. I mean, first off, we knew that this was going to happen. Amber Heard hires new PR team as Johnny Depp wraps up a case. Yes, she parted ways from her PR team because she was not looking good at all. Yeah, the lawyer, same thing, all this kind of stuff. So a lot of things. And apparently this whole thing has been huge on TikTok. Jesus. People have been getting all their updates on TikTok. There's been some funny videos and some funny supercuts of stuff that's been happening and things that have been asked and everything. But, I mean, it's still just a literal shit show. And then, of course, when it came to the whole... and then there's this whole thing that came out today about that piece that this is all about. The ACLU says it wrote Amber Heard's domestic violence op-ed and timed it to her film release. Huh? The group also testified that Heard has only paid them half the money she promised from her divorce settlement with Johnny Depp. On day 11, the American Civil Liberties Union revealed a damning testimony that Amber Heard has given just $1.3 million to the organization after promising in 2016 to give $3.5 million of her divorce settlement to the organization. And her ex, Elon Musk, which, wow, where's that guy been? Has that guy been in the news? He's kind of been keeping a low profile, Elon Musk. Has he, what's Elon up to nowadays? I don't fucking know. Anyways, donated nearly half the money. Worse yet, ACLU staffers actually ghost wrote the Washington Post op-ed at the center of the trial in which Heard claimed to be a survivor of domestic violence, and they pitched it on her behalf, timed to the release of Heard's then upcoming film, Aquaman. And it gives all the stuff right here. Communication strategist, ACLU, wrote the first draft, gives the details, all that stuff. I mean, we'll see what happens this week because, I mean, her side definitely has some work to do. And I'm sure there's going to be some damning evidence that comes out against Johnny Depp. And you got to just take it in and be like, okay, take it on, don't be biased. That's what we always try to say. Don't take a side. And I've tried to not take a side, but it's hard to when you hear all the stuff that's been happening and you hear stuff like this, you just kind of go like, ugh, it's bad. It's bad, man. It's bad. And then, of course, hearing the report over the weekend, which I did a short video about, which is the fact that Amber Heard's screen time is supposed to be less than 10 minutes in Aquaman 2. And I was always wondering, and I kept saying last week, I'm sure she's going to have a pretty short screen time. It just, why would they want to have her in the movie? Especially if the movie's specifically about the brothers reuniting. It's about brothers, which is fine. I don't need a love story in every goddamn superhero movie, okay? We don't need that. Okay, in some cases, yes, you're always going to have that with Superman and Lois. You always need that. You always need that aspect because that's part of it. But there's just certain, it's like, okay, yeah, we already established that. Let's just move on and, yeah, we'll team up with brother and, let's hug and make up and take on Black Manta. So, but we'll see what happens this week. As much as I'm kind of tired of talking about it, it is fresh in the news and still got to talk about it, right? We'll see what happens when it comes to her doing her testimony, stuff like that. It's just, man, she's got some work to do. That's for damn sure.